one here is called a ground on, and this one here is called a meow. What's up everyone, my name is Rory O and I am what the cool kids call a professional wrestler.
Oh my god, can you tell us more please?
Well, of course I can, since you asked so politely. In fact, I'm here to do an interview with James Nation. He's asked me a few questions about me and I'm ready to spill all the beans.
When did you start wrestling training?
That's a very good first question, James. I started wrestling training about 4 or 5 years ago. I live in Carlow, Ireland, which is like an hour away from Dublin. I was just sitting at home thinking to myself, I wonder if I could just hop on the train, go an hour all the way up to Dublin just to learn some wrestling. And that's exactly what I did.
Where did you start your wrestling training?
I started training in Fight Factory Pro Wrestling. The first day I stepped into that gym, I was greeted by open arms by LJ Cleary, Phil Boyd, Michael May and Katie Harvey. They made me feel so welcome. Hi, I'm Rory. I want to learn some wrestling training. Well, you've come to the right place. Come on in.
Who trained you to wrestle?
I was trained primarily by Phil Boyd, arguably the best coach in Ireland, but close enough to him is LJ Cleary, who has also trained me. He's taught me everything I know about my in-ring skills, my theory, my mentality, my character, my promos, everything you need to know.
What was the first promotion you wrestled for?
The first promotion I wrestled for was actually Fight Factory Pro Wrestling. It was 2019, 20, all these years blend together. I wrestled Edward Miles Scott, and unfortunately I didn't win. But luckily, ever since then, I've trained and I've learned, and I think if we ever had a rematch, I'll be the one to come on top.
What is your finishing move?
My finishing move is a Fisherman Suplex. I think it's just a really solid move. I hook their leg, I lift them up, and I slam them down. 1, 2, 3 easy wins out here.
Who is your favorite person to wrestle?
Oof, that's a tough one. I love wrestling so many different people. I love training with people. I love wrestling against people, and just being surrounded by a talent really lifts me up. But I definitely feel like my favorite person to wrestle has got to be AJ Scraggs. Now he's a bit of a... If you've seen him wrestle, you'll understand what I mean. But I definitely feel like for someone who's only been wrestling for not even 2 years, he is such a great competitor. He is so skilled, so technically sound, and I feel like I push him and he pushes me to become better wrestlers, and that is why he's my favorite person to wrestle.
What is your favorite match of yours?
My favorite match of mine has got to be against Bittersweet Josh at the first Next Gen show 2023. Bittersweet Josh is such a strong competitor. He's such a fiery guy. He has a great character, great personality, and he definitely put up a huge fight against me. I felt really great coming out on top. I felt like all my moves were 100%. I felt like I gave him my all, and the crowd was behind me all the way. I couldn't have asked for a better match.
What is your wrestling character?
That's an interesting question, because my wrestling character really cannot be defined by a sentence. Other guys have crazy wrestling characters. Some guys could be the nicest guy behind the scenes and the meanest guy in between the ropes. Some guy could be a bit more supernatural, a bit more evil, a bit more daring. Loud! But I feel like I'm the exact same guy behind the scenes as I am in that ring. When I go to that ring, I'm just some 24-year-old dude living his best life inside a wrestling ring. If I want to sing, if I want to rap, if I want to dance, I'll do that because that's what I want to do. My wrestling character is just me. Anyway, that's all the time we have for today, folks. Oh, calm down. Oh, you're too kind. Stop it. Thank you so much, James Nation, for having me. I really hope everyone out there keeps an eye on me, because I'm going to be Ireland's next best thing.
Oh yeah, look at these guns.